Hawaii to Oahu is the long distance world championship. It is a grueling 32-mile race in the open ocean.
If you don't have that endurance, if you don't have the mindset that I'm going to finish this race, that place will eat you up.
She had been paddling for 3.5 hours and she had started to turn it on. She's in this zone where nothing else matters except for each bump in front of her, and that's what's gonna get her there. It's not about, hey, go chase first place now. It's like, get every single bump you can get and ride them the best that you can. Come to find out, she had beat the previous world record by half an hour. Just to see her, dig deep like that and come out on top and then set a world record on top of the whole thing, I was just like, dang.
I've dreamed of paddling that channel ever since I was 9 years old, I think around that age, and just after watching my dad finish it for the first time and seeing other women finishing, and there wasn't that many of them, but to see that there was women doing it and being like, oh, so that means I can do it.
She never had any fear in the water. She loved it and trusted her daddy a lot. I don't think she was even a teenager yet, and she was sacrificing her time with her friends at the beach to go and train. And she'd be paddling with her father and his friends and having to try to keep up with them because she didn't have any friends that were in the sport that were doing it.
Like, hey, now you are a champion, what's next? Like, the next thing to do is to defend your title. She kept putting this pressure on her, like, did I paddle enough today? Am I eating enough today? It started to add up and add up and add up.
I think one of the most frustrating parts was as she was training, she was getting slower, she was getting weaker, and they didn't know why it was happening.
She was like dizzy, she couldn't stand up, she was, feeling all these symptoms.
We went swimming one day and she ended up breaking out in hives. And like, what do you do? Like, your whole career and your lifestyle is based around the ocean and being in the ocean, and now you're kind of landlocked and you still don't know what's causing it.
And all of a sudden, it's a whole different game, and now, man, she's crumbling to the point where she can't even stand up. I had to carry her to the car one night. Then finally we took her to the hospital, and they didn't really know what was going on. Turned out she had a lack of flora in her stomach from the antibiotics.
With her, she had to completely change her diet. It was really radical.
I remember the first time I went in the water and I didn't break out in hives. I just felt so free. And I was like, yes, okay, I'm like on the right track. I have this stoke again, and I'm excited to wake up early and get out on the water and see the sunrise and the mountains, and such a cool experience and such a great lifestyle.
She's learned how to stop, refocus, and now she's excited about Molokai, but she's got that love for it, and she's stoked.
It's very unique being out in that channel with 300 other athletes who come from all over the world for the pure love of the sport. Nakoa said it was the fastest he's ever seen me paddle. I was so focused on the bumps that I was like just surfing them, like weaving in and out of people. And I just felt like I was on top of the world, like that, like, this is it, like this is life. I've been paddling for like about 3 hours, and I literally felt like I was being swallowed by the Kaiwi channel. I had to really make a decision. Am I going to persevere through this? To see where I came from a year ago, being so sick and breaking down in hives, to being strong again, and to be able to dig deep and with each stroke get closer and closer to the island was the most amazing accomplishment. It felt so good to cross the finish line. Life is not about winning, it's about the journey along the way and all the blessings you find in it.